Good evening. Here we are for day number 18 of the nervous system regulation series. And so we are going to focus today on interoception. So if you've been following along the last couple of days since we've picked back up with things, the day before yesterday we focused on exteroception. So that's the body's awareness of what's happening around it, right, in the environment. And then yesterday was proprioception. So that's the body's awareness of its own movements in space, right? And then today is interoception. So that is bodily awareness of what's happening within. So things like breathing, things like being aware of one's own heartbeat, things like this. And it's important to distinguish here that the last 3 days, these are things that the body does without you being conscious of it necessarily, without you being mindful of it. And so that's why, yesterday when I was referring to proprioception, what we were doing with proprioception was similar to mindful movement in that we were applying the mind and awareness to something that we're usually not aware of, right? And so today what we're going to do, and I'm going to back up here, so we're going to up the ante. So yesterday, if you recall, we combined exteroception, so an awareness of very slow scan of our external environment, with proprioception. So that was with a little bit of movement in space, right? And so today we're going to add in interoception. Okay, so basically what I would recommend is we're going to get right into it, and hopefully you've already had a little bit of experience in maybe something as simple as just being aware of the breath, right? Maybe in meditation or doing a body scan or something, you've done this before. And so I would recommend that the breath is a really good anchor, pretty reliable usually. Or also you could go for the heartbeat. That can be really interesting to explore in this context. But so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the scan like we did with the exteroception. Okay, and so just like we did when we focused exclusively on that, you're going to go very slowly around the space, right? Soothing that alligator brain, letting your nervous system know that yes, in fact, we are in a safe place. Okay, so if we want to start with that, let's kind of walk through this together. So let's take a couple nice deep breaths. If you're coming in after a crazy day, then take a little bit of time to kind of arrive in place, I should say, in this space. So take a couple nice deep breaths just at your own depth, your own pace. Yeah. Okay. I've had a bit of a day myself, so this is good for me to be doing right now with you all. All right, so we're going to start our very slow scan of the space. And so just kind of notice. Go slower than you think you need to go, too, is my recommendation. Okay. And once you feel like you've got the hang of that, then start bringing in a little bit of movement. Now we're still maintaining an awareness of our external environment. So I'm still scanning. I'm going to look down. But I'm also aware now of the movement of my hands, the movement of my arms. Okay, so maintaining an awareness of both of those things. And now, now we're going to up the ante, and we're going to add in that interoception, so that awareness of the breath, or awareness of the heartbeat, or whatever bodily function within the body that you want to bring a little bit of mindful awareness to. And this is really the ultimate in embodiment. It's the trifecta of embodiment. Yeah, and you maybe feel your nervous system. I don't know what your starting point was, but for me, mine was a little stressed. And this is allowing me to really settle into this moment. Here on my back patio where I was yesterday. Once again, just slowly scanning. And scanning with all the senses. I've been leaning a little heavily on the visual cues with the exteroception, but if there was something particularly aromatic in the air, something delicious to smell, or not so delicious, I suppose, or sounds, these are all part of your external environment, that the body would be scanning. Proprioception, you can make the movements bigger if you want. Reach way up high. Maybe bend at the waist if you're standing like me. And then being aware of the breath. All these things at once. And you may notice, I don't know about you, but I have to go from one to the other. I mean, depending on what you buy into in terms of brain science, maybe you can't focus on more than one thing at exactly the same time, but bringing these together consciously, mindfully, in a harmonious whole, this is the idea, right? Okay, so how was that? I'm curious if anyone's actually doing these. So hopefully this is helpful. The first time I experienced this particular sequence, it really kind of blew me away, the difference that it made in a relatively short period of time. So hopefully you're experiencing similarly, I guess, powerful benefits or quick, accessible benefits. So let me know how it's going, and stay tuned for tomorrow. So last night, I don't know if you can tell, but I had a very hard time sleeping, so I have like bags under my eyes this morning, and so I'm going to share the thing that I did to help myself fall asleep tomorrow. So I'll look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, and thank you so much. Bye.